I know we've got quite a few new subscribers here. If you're new, welcome. A lot of you come back every week. I really appreciate that. I guess to recap here, we're in southeastern Kentucky and we're building cabins to rent out. This is a business for me, one of my investment, retirement, if you will. Eventually, we'll have a bunch of cabins here and this will be my life, is taking care of them. And I can't wait. In the meantime, we're building them. And this one in particular, this is the tin cantina I built in my shop back home in Illinois. Just wanted something to do between trips that we could work on. Thought this would be a great idea. I kind of set it up in the middle of my shop on some cinder blocks with steel beams, framed the deck in 2 big sections, and then the walls all to come apart. We actually framed the entire roof and put that together. When we got it 100% framed, we decided that we would take it apart. We loaded it up and brought it here on 2 trailer loads, 2 separate trips. I came here and poured the concrete piers that the cabin sits on now, and then we set the deck. Well, we're here, and I didn't do too much filming, but we got some Visqueen under the cabin. We're gonna throw down some stone, and we're gonna get the base of this cabin set today. We rented this Yanmar excavator. Brad and Freddie's getting a smoker going. Say they know how to drive it. You know how to drive it? Gavin knows how to drive it too, and truth be told, so do I.
Who hired you?
Nobody yet.
This is the application process.
You're doing a good job. Okay, so we gotta put a culvert in here because as you can see the water is pooling and it's completely eating out the road because the cabin's down there. So we gotta dig all through here. And we got a culvert on the trailer. So we gotta try to dig this guy out, which should be fun.
Assuming Gavin doesn't roll this down the hill, I think we're gonna get this sewer line put in. Got to come out from underneath the cabin with it. They'll hook it to the tank later. Jamie will do that with the big machines over here. But we don't want to set a cabin on and try and dig it out afterwards. So Fred and Brad are getting a culvert put in. They'll be done in a minute. We'll get this on, then it'll be time to set the base of the cabin, get the beams on. Deep water.
Yeah. Ooh.
We're getting there. You better go get me another 60 volt. There's one on the saw down there.
This thing's dead?
Getting there.
should have given him this one.
Yeah, it's a little electric. I don't put one on the charger. This is gonna run out before I'm done. Ready? Hey, for the folks at home.
Hey.
Oh my God, Freddie picked up a shovel today. That is a world record of work for him.
Oh yeah, look what happened in the middle.
Forgot about the rebar.
That's it, folks.
Hey, there's the guy with his hand.
All right, peanut gallery.
There's the guy with his hand.
Grab the other end of that beam, big guy.
Hey, I already moved gravel today, buddy.
Okay, ready? Go! You got it? Oh man. Now we're down in the dirt.
Dude, that one's perfect.
Quarter-inch out of. Of course it is. That's all we do around here is perfection. Perfect eventually.
Perfect enough.
Sometimes it takes a little time to get there.
Put your belly down. Easy. You gotta dig
Whoa!
that. Whoa! Whoa! Stop. Dig that out behind there. It's not going down.
It's in your pocket. The entire video.
You said you guys aren't going anymore. Whoa!
A little too much English on there, fella. You're good.
Like that.
There's the first panel set. Went pretty well, right? The beams are really crooked underneath the cabin, but that doesn't matter. I think we got her figured out. This is a big deal to have this far. I'm pretty happy. You're happy too? Gavin's happy, so we're all good.
Down, please. Slowly would be better.
Oh my God, who hired this guy?
You got a good deal.
You got a good deal, guy.
Price is right.
It's good now.
I gotta set it down and take these two hooks off.
Right.
There you go, set her down.
You gotta get the gun.
Okay, can you go slack? There you go, right there.
Just enough room.
This side, it does not.
You have to come my way a little bit. I don't know if you want to do it now.
Holy no.
Done.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Ta-da!
That was shockingly, look at that, like came sucked right together. Good job, Freddie. The problem,
right here.
You probably got heat in there too. You got no tunes on?
Not yet.
Not yet, it's coming.
Once we get to the hole, we're gonna start bumping.
Yeah,
We might have a rain delay here soon.
it does seem to be raining.
Keep it up, hey, keep it up, just keep driving forward. How far over you want it?
That's good, right there. Let her down.
What?
That good?
Yeah, you're good. I think I'm just gonna leave them where they're at. Right there. All right, get out of here. Boom now. Get on out of here. When we do come to do this, and I got a telehandler, I could set all these walls in about 2 hours. You know what I mean?
Hey, Brad, can you send that up here?
Yeah, that was the plan. Hey, let's go ahead and bring the panels up. Up there? Yeah,
Right
bring
up
it up
here.
here. Okay. Right where we're standing. Keep bringing it. Okay, bring it up here. Put the blade down. Put the blade down, eh? There you go.
You guys just stand up there and look cool.
The struggle, but
Me and the kid got all this.
it's like a drowned sewer rat.
Yeah. Gavin, bring it up here.
Here. All the way in. Go to the middle. All right, set her down.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it.
That's a wrap, folks. Oh, guy.
Floor slide. Floor slide.
D is for drive. All right, well, now that it's pouring rain, I think we're gonna get loaded up and call it. All right, well, it's the next day. It's kind of late because we were up kind of late, so slept in a little this morning, and it rained last night, so we went off and caused a little trouble.
You look like you're 9 months pregnant. Sorry.
And slept in a little this morning, try and let the cabin drip dry. Was literally running off the deck yesterday. So we're gonna dig a hole for the water tank, cover this in plastic, screw it together, and I think that'll be it for this trip. It's going well so far, getting all the things done. I think you can hook it. Come till you bump it. Now come out. Right there. Okay, set her down. Does it look flush on the top? Oh yeah. Huge excavator guy.
Let me get under the house, out of the way, before Gavin runs me over and drops a bucket on my head.
Small one.
In what?
The water tank.
It has a hole in it?
No, there's no hole. You want this box up on the deck.
I see that. How many holes did we put in it?
Only a couple of little patches.
They're fine. Caulk it. You need to dig a hole from the end of that trench to about where the blade was stuck there.
Basically where you're at.
Yeah.
Right there is where you need to be to dig that hole. Or at least start getting this outer side of it. I guess, I don't know. How do you have reception down here?
You're as important as Brad.
What's
You
going
get
on?
reception.
I guess, yeah.
Bring me that level. Jump in here.
That's fine.
Big enough?
It might not be. How big is that tank?
8 foot.
Here, Fred. Yeah, we're good. If you're putting your
Sliding
seatbelt
out of
on,
it,
I better
yeah.
get out of the hole.
Maybe. I don't know, it'll be fun, but
I feel like you ought to get a strap and pull him with that little machine. Either way, this thing's going on end in the hole. How's the pucker factor?
it's good, no?
It's good. Everything's fine. Let's let him get another shot at rolling it.
Come on, come on, keep it up, keep it coming, keep it coming. You got a tattoo last night. You are tougher. Let's see this. Keep it going. Oh. All right, now it's time. Keep it going. Don't stop. Another 2 foot. Whoa! Right there's good.
Whoa.
Steve, they're doing it.
I'll say. Go forward with it. Warming up a little.
It is.
What are you gonna do? Come up and over the deck? Just gonna put it up here and then
Huh?
we're gonna slide it all the way across.
Get it up here, turn it, and then just roll it.
What?
The tattoo, baby.
It's all those tattoos,
The
man.
tattoo.
Bunch of tough guys right here.
All stamped up. Feel that? I mean, I was like,
Nice couple pump.
dude, it's a shark. It was a shark fight.
Going down, going down.
Now just throw it upside down.
I'm gonna stand here and hold this rake. You guys are doing a good job. Look how well I'm holding this rake. Just get a shovel.
Tattoos
Maybe right there's just a good spot for it.
right inside the cabin.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about it freezing.
You gonna rotate some more or what?
I feel like I'm about to get knocked in a hole right now.
Now,
What?
you gotta put it here.
It's gonna need to go right here.
In here, in this hole. This one right here.
I'm thinking about jumping in this hole, but
You smashed a few in there. You know I'm professional grade. You guys.
okay.
Steve, I don't know if you really want to do
I
this.
got it. I
You
got
grabbing
it.
the strap or what are you doing? No?
Oh no.
It's fine.
You grab it in.
Let her rip, Tater Chip.
Are
He's
you
like
getting out
yelling
of
to
the
the
hole?
tank.
What are you
It's
doing?
Let's go. I'll guide it in. I can hide in a corner. Just a mere fraction of my former self. I fit in the hole nicely. I'm trying to lift it. I'm not doing anything.
Yep.
Let her go.
Like that. It's gonna fall. Okay. Steve,
Yeah.
can you see? I don't want to whip this hook and hit you.
No, go ahead. Whip it under there. Whip it.
Reach at or no?
Whip it real good.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Let's get a little tight on this side.
I got plenty of room over here.
Ah!
1, 2, 3.
Oh, it's on my foot.
It's a good thing we cleaned up the roots.
Now we're on the wrong side for crawling out of the hole, Fred.
Can you get out of there, Skinny?
We'll just have to leave Fred in here till he fits. All right, let's go home.
I have to talk somewhere.
Alright, Freddie, get
Plenty
back
of room in there
with
for
the
getting
dirt
your
in there.
thing.
Right here.
Over here. Come on.
Hey, Freddie.
That's probably about good. Oh, no.
It's fine. I hit a dumpster in my house with it.
What happened?
Yeah,
Right down.
You achieved most of your goals, didn't you?
Yeah. I'm getting good at setting them attainably.
Hey, Freddie, take
Yeah.
that dirt and put it here.
No, I don't think you want dirt.
Shout out to my YouTube friends. Maybe I just take the cans.
Yeah, I mean,
But I might wait. We got hot dogs. Still got some. You got a receiver? Trailer? We'll just put the trailer on the Ranger. We'll put the tote like right over the axle so it's not actually got any weight in the Ranger. You hang on to this, Gavin. It'll be wider than this when we unfold it.
what's the
I'm
matter?
gonna just make it, I think. Gavin, are you all the way down?
Yeah, pretty close. It's good. Freddie, don't hold your hand in your pockets too much. Might get hurt doing all that work. They don't know what they're talking about.
Watch your face.
Well, you got a tattoo involved.
Watch
You don't get cut.
Freddie, don't work too hard on rolling that.
You got an oak tree on his arm.
Well, I got the other roll in case we need it, but I was thinking this would probably get it done. Over here.
Well, according to the guy at the tattoo shop here, he knocked everybody's teeth out of it.
That stuff's expensive too. I use it a lot with my dad. I've had that roll of plastic for 10 years.
Where you wanted it?
Huh?
Where you wanted it?
Well, it'll be sitting full of water on
Yeah, you can pull the plastic
one side. And just,
We gotta do our sign off still.
It does. If it stopped
Everybody
raining.
has to be in it.
Is that the camera?
Yes.
Bye. Gavin says everyone has to be in it.
Yeah.
We're going home. We have all
No,
the
Freddie's
pla-
not pregnant.
All right. Thanks for watching. Oh yeah, that should be. We should all get our tattoos on the camera.
Oh, you fuck. Good thing you can't throw to save your.
Get him! Get him! Get him!
Steve, he's throwing mud all over the stuff.
Totally worth
Get
it.
his ass.
Totally worth
Get
it.
him! Get him! Get him! You gotta hit him, Freddie. Come on.
Coming in hot.
It just sticks, man. Watch the door.
Too many of us. Let's go, Gavin. Well, good morning. We are back here in Kentucky at the cabin. And we're gonna get started. The guys are just getting themselves together here, getting their shoes on. I get a little antsy, so I break out early, and we'll get this sucker stood up. I'm pumped. I mean, honestly, we get one wall and then stand a 4-footer up, and we make a corner, and we might Might not need all that much. Are you down there? We'll go. On Rain, go down to the, I got this wall. Go to the container and get a sledgehammer. One more. Wall. Yes. It's Henry's corner. Move on here. This one. Just stand it up on top of where it's at here.
Okay. Throw some stop blocks in.
Everything's fine. We still got all their toes.
All right.
We don't like that, do we?
Not on the plate side, but
Ray and George,
yes, sir.
come on up. Okay, you Ray or no?
Yeah, we gotta go out.
Great way to get a hold of it.
Hi, friends.
What happened, George?
We put a wall in the wrong spot.
We sure did. So this wall here and this wall here are almost the same. Same size window. This gets bed and kitchen. That one gets bathroom and kind of a dining office area. They look identical. They're a few inches off. So when we went to put this interior wall up, it didn't fit. So rather than switching them, we're just gonna move the interior walls around a little bit, screw up our blocking, and maybe the kitchen window's not perfectly centered, but you wanna move the walls?
No,
No.
we're good.
George says we're good, it's fine. Well, we unloaded everything that we could with the Kubota off the trailer here, and we're just waiting for the telehandler. So we ran up to eat some lunch, and it showed up. Look at this thing. It is like brand new and huge and awesome. Somebody got a couple scratches in it. This is gonna do the heavy lifting. Literally, we'll do the heavy lifting. So we're gonna get the two panels off the top here because of course what we need first is on the bottom. I'm gonna truck them up and set them. I'm hoping today we can get the two like timber trusses, ladders I've been calling, I don't know what to call them, set, the gable ends on, and then we'll do the roof tomorrow. I'm nervous about the roof. It's those two big panels, we got to fly them over the top of the main peak and down the back side, and you can't see it, you can't see the people setting it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, right?
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. George says it'll be fine. Okay.
in the water, right?
Watch me. Just, it's gonna bounce when I go to boom down because it's out so far. Okay, I'm booming down.
But we gotta like let it come down without killing us somehow.
Lower it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Come down.
Yep.
Oh, wow, that's pretty close, isn't it?
Whoa. Yeah, almost put my face out.
Yeah, right there. Okay, come down. Down a little bit. All right, now we'll look up the other side.
Now come down.
Down a little bit. Yeah, Mike's right now. He wasn't while you were moving it.
I can't get that other.
Yeah, we're close. We should be able to move that. It moved a little bit.
Put that in, slow him down a little. All right, well, this is going really well. We have all the walls stood up and we got the two big ladders put on there and the gable ends. So we're gonna start putting the roof together. I have this idea that we should try and assemble it on the trailer and pick a good portion of it up in one piece. You're always my peanut gallery. My turn for confirmation.
100%.
Yeah, all right, cheerleader George. Tip down. Come on up here, Ray. Way wider, don't you? Hey, that worked pretty slick.
I feel.
2 more rafters in the middle, right?
Yeah, one for the middle and then one for the end.
We are going to hook up a generator and run some air compressors and stuff, get some real power rather than just the battery stuff, and see if we can get this roof put together. Again, I am a little concerned about these 2 big panels we're putting on, but a couple hours from now, it'll be done and it shouldn't matter. Get some things put together here and see if we can get something done. Were you recording it?
Yeah.
All we gotta do.
I don't know how much of that angle I
Yeah,
got.
let's pop that one off and do it in 2 pieces then, for sure.
So these are the panels that I'm worried about, and for exactly that reason. Now, having it blow apart right here, way better than hanging in the air or people standing on it. So we're gonna take this into 2 pieces, just set them that way. Better safe than sorry. I feel like we should almost cut that other one in half too. Especially if it's gotta go all the way up and over where you can't see. I'm way more worried about that than the one right there I could see. All right, be right back. Get the other panel in, right? Okay. That ain't going nowhere. We got one side of the roof up and now we got kind of rained out, so it's good. It'll fill the water tank. Actually ran out of water the last time I was here. I don't know if you guys can see the cabin through the rain over there, and we got maybe 2 roof panels left, and then I think we'll be done. So we're gonna eat a little lunch here. George is grilling us burgers remotely from the chair.
Hello.
Hopefully it'll stop raining here by the time we're ready to go back to work. Well, it worked pretty well on that other one, the fact that it broke in half. So we're gonna do this one on purpose. A much better idea. That's what we got done yesterday. We got the whole thing stood up, and today we're gonna get a roof on it. I'm going to get some 2x4s because we only had so much room on the trailers, and they are easy enough to get here. We're gonna get some Sackcrete for a post hole while those guys get everything warmed up, and I'm gonna go find some wiper blades while I'm at it. All right, well, we're gonna get started on this roof. George is ripping some 2x4s. I'm gonna work inside on some of these lights and get the electrical run for them because we gotta do that before we put the ISO board on. So these guys will get the 2x4s running and start on the roof. I'm gonna put you guys up on the hill so you can keep an eye on them. Screw all the way through it. I'm showing my friends. I tried to beat this out the screw. I just wound up beating the screw all the way through the wrench. It's fine. So I got these cool little pancake boxes, and they're remodel boxes. So they got this little strap, and you actually undo this wing nut, and it'll pinch the wood. The problem I'm gonna have is these are set up for like 1/2 to 5/8 drywall. So I got some longer screws. We're gonna have to modify them and pinch that box. There's a knockout in here. We can put a Romex connector, and we're gonna wire up the lights before we put the ISO board on the roof. That connector is gonna stick up higher, so we can smash it into the insulation. I'm gonna flip it over and put the connector on the inside. I think that'll work just fine. And that way it doesn't stick up as far, so it's not cutting a big hole in the insulation. That's the plan anyways. Hey George. Could you come over here at this hole? Take that and put it right through the middle. Okay. Go. That'll smash over that, right?
Oh yeah.
Now. It won't do it. I thought I could break this out with beauty. Almost. Yes. Hey George, when's lunch? I wanted it an hour ago. What will we do? All right, we got some screws or something. I might just drill us a big hole through this beam and the roof and the top plate. I'm gonna go on the roof because there's another roof section above it. Cut a hole in that and drop this plumbing vent through. So when we do the roof, we can flash it in, and then we'll just hook onto it later. I got a cap we'll put on to keep it from leaking in the meantime, but I'm gonna go on the roof and cut a hole up there. Oh, this is easy right here, Mike. We're like wound up perfect right there on the, trying to get microscopic close.
Yeah, okay.
The sure shot. George, the camera guy. Now that's not gonna do us a whole lot of good, is it?
No, it wasn't anyway.
I gotta cut a little more. Thank you. You like that? He's gone already. Is it good in there then? All right, well today is a beautiful day. It is nice and sunny, and we're just about ready to get started roofing. We got all the perimeter 2x on, we got the plumbing stacked through, and I think all the lights are wired up. We're gonna start laying insulation in. I've still gotta go do the electric service on the other side, but these guys can get started here. So I got this foam on Marketplace. This is 2 3/4 inches thick, and it's an R12. It doesn't have the highest R value per inch, but with the R12 plus the 1.5 inches, another R9, we're gonna be like R21, which is pretty good for here in Kentucky. This may or may not even be a full 4-season cabin. We might close it down in the winter, but you know, November, this time of year was 35 this morning. You gotta have something. The main reason I got this, and aside from looking cool, the ceiling being black, you can see all the lines with the light coming through. If we put white foam right on there, or pink or whatever, that's what you're gonna see through those cracks. And as this wood continues to dry, those cracks are gonna get bigger. So we put this dark gray on top of it, and it'll kind of shadow out, and you won't see it as bad. So on the other cabin, we put ice and water shield on the whole thing, insulation, purlins, more ice and water shield and metal. That roof will never leak. It just adds a lot of expense because the foam would be a lot more expensive, and then you got to buy the ice and water shield, plus more labor. It is a beautiful day today. I was here with my family for 5 days, went home for 32 hours, grabbed the trailer, came back. We're now on day 4, I think. I lose track of what day of the week it is. But man, what a difference. Like, it was in the 20s and everything was frozen, overcast, then it warmed up a little and it rained for 2 days. Now, man, it is, I don't know, let's call it 45 and sunny, but it's still early. It'll get up to almost 70 today. Sun's out, it's just beautiful. Mike and I are finishing up the electric service. That goes through the roof. George is getting the roof on so he can flash that in. We still got half the roof to do. And the big water tank that we have to collect rainwater, we just can't get it sided and gutters on it fast enough. And that tank's sitting in the hole. I didn't want to backfill it because it's sort of a catch-22. If you backfill it and it gets water pumping up underneath, it'll float that tank out of the ground, and you got to pull it and redig it. But having it backfilled might let the water run away from it and not get under it, but then it can cave in because it doesn't have the pressure. They're not really supposed to be buried all the way. You could bury them a certain amount. This morning there is water in the hole and the tank started to float. So we've got the 2-inch pump hooked up. It's a Predator Harbor Freight pump. Those things are awesome. And we ran a whole bunch of hose up the hill, and we're just pumping it out of the creek. The creek water is super clear, and it's all stone bottom in there. So we won't have a bunch of muddy water in there. Even if we did, we just pump it out, or run a hose till it's gone. But that'll keep it from floating out to overflow, and we'll be in business. So I got to get back down there with those guys and see if today we can get her ready to get windows and doors in. That'll be awesome. I like that there's 4 of us here, and now I'm drilling gears by myself again.
That pump works pretty good.
The little one?
Yeah.
Get all that out?
No, like, but it works.
Is it going? Yeah. All right, so this here is from, what do you think, Ray? Is this tank filled up with water? It settled down into what was already here and pushed the water up. So the tank was definitely floating. So I'm hoping it's not a hole in the tank. I don't think it is. But I got this little pump off Amazon. It takes DeWalt batteries. So we're gonna pump this water out and keep an eye on it before we backfill it. That way we get it in the ditch and not all over the place. The best part about using this pump is we got all this head pressure, because this hose, how much higher you think that is, that tank, than down here? 20 feet?
More than that.
More than that?
Yeah, 30, 40 feet, I'd say.
So we're 30, 40 feet higher where that tank is than where the creek is. And now we got, I don't know, 200 feet of hose full of water here. So the only way to get it out is to take the prime pump off. This water shoots way up in the air, and I try to run out of its way before it hits the ground again. I could probably shim this pump so it shoots in the right direction. You better shut the truck door there, Ray. Oh,
I used to count how many turns it took so I knew when to run. Here it is. Ah, there it goes. Kind of lackluster.
Grab that, brother.
Ah, that wasn't so bad. Well, this bag's about perfect. You want to mix the other one or just get this one in the hose?
Get this right here.
Oh yeah, perfect amount. Well, those guys are just about finished up on the roof, so I started wiring the place because I got the stuff, and why not? Mike's putting in the last couple nailers. We got a couple windows in. It's going quite well. Good morning. Today is another day, and we are gonna pour this little pad for this mechanical building. I got the Kubota L2501 here with a little stone. It needs to get empty and off this hill pretty quick. It wants to go the other way. We'll get this done. George and Ray are blocking up the soffits up here and insulating on top of the beams. Should be an easy day. Bucket load of stone in here. I didn't think it would take that much, but Mike and I just realized in my house, this form here, where this is gonna go, is like a foot lower. So now that little mechanical closet that I built is gonna hit this window. I think it'll be fine. We're just gonna cut like a foot off of it so it'll fit on top of here, but it's kind of our first snafu of building this and hoping it works out on site because this is such a steep hill. Anyways, we'll get this poured and then we'll cut it down. It should be fine. This is going pretty well. This is dried out enough from when we set this tank. I think I could get up here with the Kubota and maybe get some of that lime sand around this tank. I want to start backfilling it now that it's full of water. Today is the solar eclipse, and again, whatever, no big deal, but where we're at here in Kentucky, I think it's about my wife was saying, it's about the perfect location to have, I think they call it totality, 100% totality. Maybe 1 o'clock or so. It'll be good and dark. Looks kind of sketchy. Well, I thought I could
get up here on top with that Kubota, but man, it's just all muddy, and the road to get up there is a little bit psychotic. That little machine is not the best for that, so I think we're gonna let this dry out a little more, and probably that big yellow thing sitting right there can reach right over the top here and backfill this whole thing with no problem. So anyways, we were gonna start pouring this pad, but was going so well, trucking stone in here and everything. The Kubota's making it up the hill. It dried out enough that it's not wanting to flip over, so we went ahead and backfilled this. But I think now we'll get this pad going. Just one at a time. Hand me the ho-ho.
Twinkies don't taste the same. Everything's different.
There's probably a bunker full of old Twinkies and ho-hos somewhere.
And they'll probably be good forever.
For the end of time. They'll show up on eBay.
Oh, and then dump it? I've done it.
Stay in water.
Here we find Steve in his natural habitat, playing with concrete.
That's your go-to line, right? I don't really need to edge this, but I'm gonna. My concrete pad all done. Mike's been putting this door in here, and I got these windows up there that I made for the opening. I'm gonna go get some paint so we can pre-paint the trim. That way we're not up there trying to do it on a ladder. Put it together, probably put them up tomorrow. Getting close for this trip. Doesn't exactly look dark out here. It's upside down.
I've never done that.
You did it backwards, right? You did it upside down. Got it? All right, I want to push it up about 1/4 inch, right? So I get these shims under it. I think we're way out of level. Or it's exactly perfect, actually. All right, let's do this other one, and I'm gonna check it for level. Then I want to measure. So I'm packing up to head to Kentucky. This packing event is a little different than the others. I'm leaving in about 12 hours, about 4 a.m. I'm gonna grab my dad, we're gonna go do some plumbing. We've got everything staged, trailer with the side-by-side on it. We got it fixed, toolbox for the new truck, and as soon as it pulls in, we're gonna hook the trailer on, mount the toolbox, load everything up. Dad and I are back here in Kentucky, and today we're working on plumbing. This cabin that we're working on now is supplied, it's water, completely from the rain. But we're gonna get kind of the inside of things done today, and maybe we'll take a look at the tank and the water system. We put that in another video, kind of a little bit at a time. It'll all start to make sense and come together. I'm getting some supplies now. Dad is up getting started, and we'll go see what he's up to when we find what we need. Okay. Ah, there's plenty of room under here. In the middle. Oh.
Ouch.
Camera died this afternoon. We've been filming over here by this tank. I'm gonna flip you guys around and show you what we did. This is the mechanical closet. It's currently full of all of our tools because we thought it might rain. So the water itself is stored in this tank and it comes from the roof. So we'll put a gutter up here. It'll run down into the tank, goes underground there and up into this mechanical closet. We got all these sewer lines put in. That first 3-inch there is the toilet. Comes through here, that's where the kitchen sink ties in. This is the vanity sink in the bathroom. Shower, that's the vent for the whole system. Come around here and you can see where it drops down. We got a clean out in there and it goes underground. So after this goes underground, here where these 2 green lids are, there's a big concrete tank buried under the ground, septic tank, little flags of the distribution box there. And then it goes off next to the dozer here, and down that clearing are the laterals for the septic field.
It's a little hard on this trip. It's just Dad and I out here. I'm super lucky to be able to spend this time with him. He's a huge help and very knowledgeable. Hopefully you guys can hear me over this side by side. But it's just the 2 of us, so I'm having to, well, work and not film. But hopefully we'll get something put together you guys will enjoy. So both of these cabins, and the shed, I guess, run 100% on rainwater. Where we're at here in Kentucky, they have actually stopped installing new water services. And they said they will not do any more hookups because the water's kind of a problem. So aside from being remote here, we just can't get it. You know, we do have city water at our Sunset Ridge cabin, but man, it comes out like a drinking fountain. There's just not any pressure, not much volume up here because we're higher than the water tower. So they're talking about making some improvements, but I don't think they'll happen. I don't think they'll happen in my time here. So we've got this alternative way of doing it. You know, it's really no different than any other, like a traditional plumbing system in your house. It just comes from somewhere different. So whether it comes from a well, water tower, you know, city supply, whatever it is, doesn't make much of a difference. The pump doesn't care. In our case, we chose rainwater. It just comes from the sky and the roof, I guess. It's really pretty back here. This is what we're gonna do. I think the next build. It's a little hard to talk about the order. George and I were here a couple videos ago and showed it to you guys, but I just love it back here. Super quiet and private. All right, well, the camera died when we were starting to film this yesterday, but we're back now. You can tell by the pile of tool mulch in there. This took a long time in this area. So in particular, what you guys missed is mostly trips to the hardware store. This water filter here has hose threads on it, and then it goes to national pipe fitting to the MPT. So it was a real struggle of finding adapters that fit and PEX crimps and washers, and kind of had the same problem over here on the pump. That's what this is. Got the water heater in screwed up. It was just kind of a mess of things that don't belong together and making them work. We spent quite a bit of our time in that closet and underneath here doing all these waste lines and hooking the plumbing pipes, the wiring for the water heater, and a little space heater that's going to go in there. Wasn't much to look at. Here in Kentucky, the power lines are right behind you guys there, and it is free to hook this cabin to the grid. So I like the idea of the off-grid stuff, but I don't think the systems are dependable enough for us to do it. Solar here in the woods is not a great idea. And this is free to hook this up. You have to pay for the usage, but it is 100% free for the installation. So it doesn't make a lot of sense to go buy a lot of off-grid solar equipment and things like that. Also, I just don't care. So today is the last day for Dad and I to get some plumbing done. We've been working on the electric too. Like I said, we have the meter here for the electric service. You do have to have that inspected here just to make sure it has a disconnect. So we called the inspector, and he came right out that day. I didn't expect that at all. We weren't even finished with it. We didn't have the ground rod in, but he passed us anyways, so we're good with that. He's they use independent inspectors here in Kentucky, and this guy's been out here several times for our other builds, and he's kind of a nice older guy, short little guy, and but his name is William Perry, which any of you who are from our area, birds are loud, no, that's the refrigerator Perry. They don't look anything like each other. You could Google that if you don't know who I'm talking about.
There's the refrigerator.
The rookie from Clemson, Perry, 308 pounds or so.
Shower's bled. Shower was on, so blue water all over the place. The rest of them look pretty good. So it's right here. Oh, I got a drip. Is it just from the shower wall getting blown? I think we're good. Well, the plumbing's done and we had no leaks. Super proud of that. So we're gonna try and get this electric service wired up so that I can call the energy company and they could come do their thing with a pole and a transformer and all that. I've got the approval stickers. We had it inspected. So we just gotta run the service wires in here, tie them into the panel, and we just leave them hanging loose out the top. Dad is cutting in the exhaust fan for the bathroom. It'll actually be the exhaust fan for the entire cabin because it's very small. And then we're gonna do some connections inside with the electrical, and I think we'll be done for this trip. That'll be awesome. It's like a restaurant. I was saying I'm not making this electric off-grid, but currently it is off-grid. It ain't going nowhere. So the plan for this trip is going to be to finish this deck. It's going to be hotter than heck again. They're saying big heat, I'm sure everywhere, but you know, we went from thinking it was going to be high 70s, low 80s with some rain, and they changed it to dry and like 98. So, well, maybe it won't be so humid. Anyways, we're going to try and get this deck covered here. If it does get too hot, I think we got spray foam insulation is done inside, so we can probably put the AC on or throw a window unit in here. I think I got one in the shed. Maybe work the afternoons inside where it's a little cooler. My brother's coming, I think. He's gonna tie some of the electric together and be working inside on that stuff. We'll get this deck done and we'll start framing this outdoor kitchen. Should be cool. Man, feels good to be back. All right, so everybody's finishing up breakfast. I usually come down here to talk to you guys before we get started. Mike and I have to take this little Ford Ranger over to the tire shop. So I'm gonna get a little later start this morning. Dad, I don't know if you guys remember the last time I was here, I went to St. Louis, and part of what I was doing was picking up this little Ford Ranger for my brother-in-law. Just needs a couple things, mostly registration, but we'll get that going. It'll be a good little truck for running into town and stuff. It's here, but we're gonna take that and get some new tires, and then we'll get going on this deck. last board to put in. Get in your home ball. Are you nervous, Ray?
No, I'm good.
Okay. All right, well, we're back from lunch. What a good sandwich. Good sandwich.
Great sandwich.
That was the best sandwich ever. It's doesn't feel too bad today, does it?
Not in the shade.
It was supposed to. We're like, it's gonna be 98. I don't think it's 90 yet.
Not today, only like 91, 92.
Yeah, that's all. So, anyways, it's pretty good. We got this whole deck despite our slow start. Couldn't get the tractor going. The Ford Ranger had a dead battery, flat tire, and a lawnmower. So we got the grass cut and all the things, but we still got the whole deck decked. So we got to trim the sides out, and then we're gonna start on this gable end here, buttoning up some of the plywood and getting some shakes and metal on it. Hold on a second, George. You're being too loud. All right, so Mike and I are gonna start laying out this outside kitchen. I think we're gonna kind of build a corner in each corner and put it together backwards. It's gonna be a little unorthodox. Okay, you can commence noise making. Good morning. It's another beautiful day here in southeastern Kentucky. It is like probably about 70 right now. It's pretty humid. It's just beautiful in the mornings here, and it'll stay this way all the way till lunch. It'll start creeping. It's gonna be 98 later today, but I'm tired of complaining about it. The last time we were together, which for you guys was last week, for me it was yesterday, we got all this deck on up here. So that was a big deal. I was just hoping we could get that done yesterday, despite a bit of a rocky start, you know, jump starting the Ranger, and we had a flat tire on the mower, and you know, a number of other things. We got it all done by lunchtime, so that was pretty awesome. So we started framing this outdoor kitchen here. We'll be working on that today. I want to get the thing under roof today. Maybe not the roofing, but at least get the roof decked and the whole thing framed. George and Ray are working over here putting metal around these windows and finishing the shakes and the gable end. My brother's here. He got here last night. He's going to be working on getting us some lights and outlets. Maybe get an air conditioner put in there, so if it really is that uncomfortable this afternoon, maybe we'll go inside, cool it off a little, and work on some flooring and some of the electric. Anyways, I'm gonna go get these guys. They're finishing up breakfast. Let's get going. This is gonna be like when we would cut craft paper with my mom's sewing scissors. You're a real jerk, George. You're making fun of them for huffing logs, and they're making fun of you for working in the shade.
Who's the dumbass now, right?
All right, so pro tip. You put some rubber on the bottom of your post, I think you'll buy yourself about 10 years before it rots out. I'll be gone by then. Not in 10 years. 10 years past when it would have run out. The corner needs to be here.
No, I mean like,
Yeah, you could flip it in for hand, yeah. Let's just get it up here. We'll finish that one after. That one's walnut. I'm sorry I had two sides cut off. It's about 50% moisture in it. Oh.
Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Yeah.
Here's another pro tip for you. Mike and I decided, I'll give Mike the credit for it, to nail this ledger to the underside of the rim joist. That way we can stand all our boards on it, kind of holds them in place while you nail them. Then you go bang them off afterwards. 128, 137ths. Michael loves it when I give him measurements with 16ths and 32nds. When I give him measurements to the inch, he doesn't believe me. That's not, you're just being lazy.
Yeah, you're just making it out now.
Oh, it's all shady in here.
Yeah.
Now I get this. You're still in the shade. How are you in the shade morning, noon, and night, George? Ah, my God, who made these out of hay clay? All right then. Went too far. All that. Would be helpful.
tell it how it is, Steve.
All right, well, we just had lunch. We've been taking a little later lunch because it's cool in the morning. So we work as much cool as we can, and now it is just boiling lava hot. So we got most of this outdoor kitchen framed up here. George is just finishing the last little bit of shakes. We're gonna put kind of an overhang on this side of it here that'll cover the grill, because the grill and the griddle will be kind of back to back. So we'll get that done, and then we gotta knock off a little early and go pick the Ranger up at the tire shop after that, but should be no problem. Anything else? Would you like to add anything? I can't get these guys to shut up for 2 minutes. Everybody's brain is fried. All right, well, that completes today's work because we're all melting. George decided to light a bonfire because he was cold or something.
Told me to.
Mike said he wanted to get his parka so he could ride in the truck with the air conditioning. We got the Ranger back. It's got some new tires on it. And we got most of this outdoor kitchen framed, so it's probably starting to look like something. We put some rubber horse mats down so it's got a bit of a floor you can mop up. And I think that's about it. So we're gonna go cool off, take a shower, and get some dinner. And I think the next time you guys see us, we'll be putting an awning up here and building a bar into this thing. Oh, Dave got some lights done inside, right?
We got some
All
shakes
on.
up
Doesn't
here.
look like much, but there's lights working inside. We'll probably take a look at that next time.
I got the siding done too.
Oh, George got the siding. Here, I'll show him. There's George's siding. First time you ever did shakes, George?
7 hours for 1 square.
Nice, record breaking. What's railing height, Michael? It's already in it. Summer sun. Curses, these big flies. Michael, you want to eat? Ah, something just bit me. Don't let go, George, whatever you do. All snugged up? I don't feel that I'm currently in the best condition for running a murder saw. Oh, that sucks. All right, so we're gonna put this bottom rail in. We pre-drilled them at home, so they're already ready to receive the spindles, which we made out of 1/2-inch rebar. Should be kind of cool, and that rusty metal vial fit with the cantina theme. So I set this up to use a 3.5-inch block, just a 2x4 cutoff under each of the bottom rails. All right, well, we got quite a few of these on here. Kind of staying in place. I'm gonna try stapling a couple. I'm a little worried that this stapler, this is a big fencing stapler, big one. I'm a little worried it's gonna blow the board apart by the time we get 30 staples in it. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna mark these out. I was gonna try and make a spacer, but I think I'll just mark 4 inches out. That's what we drilled the bottoms at. And just line them up by hand. Right, Dave? All right, so you can see we got these stapled on and they just drill into the bottom one. Double this up and a top cap. I really kind of like this design. And we got them all stapled up, blowing the 2x4 to bits. Are you waiting to cut? Ooh. Well, that wasn't good. Don't hit it real hard or you'll blow it to pieces. Still my water here. It's another day working on the cabin. Last we were here, we just about finished off the railings, but we've still got a little bit left. Once again, I think they turned out pretty cool, and we've been banging away in the outdoor kitchen. This today, Mike and I are going to put a little roof going there, and between these 2 log posts is going to be a bar with some stools on the outside. We'll put a big TV inside, griddle, the grill, all the things. So Dave's getting the electric wired up in it. I think today we're going to try, well, finish the railings first and then get this little awning built. I'll show you guys inside here. Kind of looks like a bomb went off, but Dave's been in here pretty much this whole trip wiring up the electric. So we got lights in. There's a simplex for the heat and air unit. Got a light through the window. I think he's about done in here. Power company got us all hooked up. We actually got, if you look next to the toilet, there's our router. So we have internet, hook onto that, and we can use phones up here. Be pretty cool. This is the slightly smaller murder saw, and we'll make it all the way through in one cut, but it weighs about 1/3 of what the other one does. Here I'm coming. That's all I got to do is come start running power tools, and everybody goes, whoa. Very nice. Really? Go ahead and move my stuff. It's all my stuff, Ray. Hey, I give you $100 if you could dump it onto the sawhorses without busting the railings. Don't do that. That's a joke. I'm not sure my eyes are good enough to drill these holes plumb. Oh man, I'm like an hour in, my shoes are already full of soda.
All kinds of motherfuckers in my way. You know what's nice about this too, with the roof on, you're a little off.
Bend it in place. I'm not a little off. Are yours a little off? Mine are perfect, Michael.
Me. Are we out of fucking...
So much editing. Oh, George. Yeah. Can you give me 2 more feet of slack on that hose, please?
an inch. I cut it twice and it's still an inch too short. I don't have enough board to be doing that work. At least I wasn't filming it. Marvelous. Well, it won't fall down. Goodness. Closer think I got the angle. Ow, I dropped the ladder on my toe.
Pretty good.
Complete guess. Oh my gosh.
Is it perfect?
It is. Well, we're back from lunch. A little air conditioning and a costume change for me anyways. George and Ray are going to put some underlayment down in the air conditioner because Mike got that running. And him and I are going to work on our head blisters out here, putting a roof on this overhang. I'm gonna go ahead and start making the bottom of the bar. It goes right through here. Make that out of some 2x4s and some of the sawmill lumber we have left over. It is, I don't know, 50 degrees cooler in the shade here, which is its intended purpose, but it's still about 130 in here.
that's about it for today. It's plenty hot. It's supposed to be 85 tomorrow, so that'll be a pleasant treat. We got quite a bit of the flooring in, so that's a big help, and all the underlayment. So we'll be ready to start paneling on the walls tomorrow. We will be able to start paneling on the walls tomorrow. Sorry, my brain is fried. It's so hot, but we got a lot done today. I'm happy with it. We'll see you next time. Well, good morning. Yesterday, I got the picnic tables done. Mike showed up at about 2 o'clock, helped me put the other one together back at the cabin. George and Ray got here about 7 o'clock. We had some dinner, everybody went to bed. So today, I think we're gonna start the day off emptying some of the tools out of the cabin here, making a little room to work. Mike and I are gonna finish the car siding, the tongue and groove inside, maybe get the trim done. There's really not that much. It's only 3 windows and 2 doors. Some of it's already done. We're not putting baseboard in here. This cabin will be 100% paneled for sure. I'd say pretty close to trimmed. Maybe put a coat of paint on the kitchen, and we'll get that flooring done in the auxiliary cabin. Let's get to work. We're gonna start on this back wall here, and Mike and I have decided there's kind of an order of operations to this. If we do the back wall and we butt the sides into it, your cuts don't have to be perfect and you can make it work. We're gonna get set up and start running this car siding. Ripping the groove off the first row here so we could set it on the floor and not need baseboard or shoe or anything. Hopefully it covers all the flooring up, but I'm gonna go around and finish the first row for everything we have left, and then we'll go back and start cutting the top row. Well, Mike and I are going to finish these walls. We won't bore you guys to death with it. In the meantime, let's see what George is doing outside. If I give you this camera, can you keep my friends entertained? Hi, George. What are you doing?
Shaking.
Again?
Again. Maybe more later on the front door.
All 4 pieces? Kind of looking forward to burning all this material up. That way we can maybe get splitter, mower, Kubota, Can-Am, something put away in a container. I hope we got enough of this stuff. We should have plenty. Well, I had about 80 of these. We put up 42. It's 38. Have this done by lunchtime. We got a good amount of this done. It's not finished yet, but we're gonna go get some lunch when we get back. Probably start painting on the kitchen. What are you doing up there, George?
Cutting the metal back again.
Smile and wave. did it. Did it, Michael. I'm a winner. That's about it for today. We got a lot of the trim done. All the paneling is up in the gable ends and everything, the hard parts. So we put a lot of this corner boards encased around the doors and windows and stuff. It'll be ready for tomorrow. I think tomorrow the kitchen needs another coat. We'll get some more trim up in there and then we'll be ready for cabinets, beds, all the things. So come along with us. Good morning. It's another day working on the cabin. Got a little cold. I got up about 5 a.m. this morning and headed off to Menards to get some supplies before the rest of the guys are ready. It was so foggy I could barely see, and man, what a difference a couple weeks makes. The last time we were here, it was like 100 every day, and on this trip this morning was 43 degrees just a few weeks later. It's a welcome change. I'll take it, but it is, you know, considering gloves this morning. I got my hood up. Man, what a big difference. Anyways, let's go inside. I'll show you where we're at. So yesterday we got quite a bit of trim done. We got all the rest of this paneling finished up. That was in the last video you guys saw. And we trimmed several of the doors and windows. So today I think Mike is gonna work on this big double window. We're gonna trim it with some barnwood. That'll look super cool. We're gonna get another coat of paint on the kitchen because it's only got one. Then we can finish trimming that out. And I've got something cool in this corner. We are gonna install a non-electric pellet stove. And we gotta flash it through the roof. So we've gotta get that done today because George is going to be moving on and he's the roofing expert. So I think if we can get this window trimmed and this paint done and get the stove in, a little bit more trim, and that'll be a pretty good day for today. We better get started. Fits.
I think it's good.
Nailed it. It's gonna look crooked. I just got a little lunch and Mike's about done trimming these windows. I am pretty well done with the bunk bed and the queen bed below it. I think George and Ray are going to get the pellet stove out of the container and we'll try and get that installed here this afternoon. Let's get to it. Whoa. Really was 98 1/8. What choice do we have? I feel like it's getting nailed.
That fucking looks good.
Yeah. Push that middle in. Nice. Enough for the girls I go out with. Pretty old tilt-a-whirl. Come up and smash her down. Okay. Need to go down or is it good? It's good. And give her away. Perfect. Perfect-ish. All right, well, it was a good day today. We got much more than I thought we would done. And we got the bar done. I don't know how much footage I got of it, but anyways, George, you're all done with the wood stove?
Wood stove's done.
We'll take a closer look at the pellet stove sometime when we're gonna use it, but it's a little hot for hooking up the pellet stove. We even got some tiki lights hooked up on the deck. We got our bar and our counter back there and the fridge in place. So, George?
Goodbye from Kentucky.
All right, you got it right this time. We'll see ya.
Hey, Izzy. Say goodbye.
is the number of nails I hit going through that board. I needed that little victory. That's what I'm like. After I say the first cut didn't hit any nails, I'm gonna hit a lag bolt on the second one. Don't stand in the cabinets if they're not screwed to the wall. Well, I'm not sure how this will all translate into video, but the things we got done today. I did quite a bit of work on the kitchen. Mike spent most of his time in the bathroom over there, putting paneling on the walls. We had to fur out the shower. I'll show you guys. So this whole shower wall had to get furred out because the base is smaller than the shower. Started putting up some of the paneling. You can see over here, doing a little bit up to the light. We wound up having to move this light switch because it was in the shower. And anyways, it's in a much better position now. Enjoying yourself?
Well, I cleaned in here, and then Mike just went and put all this sawdust.
So we kind of got mess everywhere. I think tomorrow, well, George and Ray are leaving tonight. Dave and Mike and I will stick around, probably clean up quite a bit of this mess, and we'll continue on another day. It's been about 3 weeks since we were here. I am here with my dad and my uncle this time, and today it's a 98% chance of rain for like the next 8 hours. So it's not raining yet, but we are going to work on the tile in the bathroom. It'll be a little hard to film because the tile's the size of a refrigerator. I'm gonna clean up some of this mess too, get some things put away. It is getting out of control. You could barely walk through here, and I think we're probably done with a lot of this stuff. On the bottom of that cart, standing by there, I think. Okay, that's a little better. It's darn near impossible to clean up here because we have a lot of decor and appliances and utensils that have to go in the cabin, furnishings, but it's full of junk. We have tools that we need and material that we're still working with. So a lot of this stuff I think can get hung up out here. As long as those guys are holding it down inside with the tile, maybe I'll keep going, try and hang some things up and get them out of the way. That'll be good. All right, well, I'm gonna go set this GoPro up in the bathroom to tile. Probably not gonna be those guys' favorite things, but maybe just. It's neat looking. What every secluded cabin in the woods needs. Pac-Man. Get his name. Thing works pretty good. Probably where I grab a snake, right? Well, at least it's not too full. When we left the last time, this thing was heaping full. Had to call and schedule for a extra pickup. I only do it every other week. Shouldn't have that much garbage this time. This all left over from the last time. Well, I don't know how well all the cardboard's gonna burn with the rain.
A little paintbrush, got that paintbrush, a lot of quick.
Fun for me having these guys here. You know, it's just kind of different vibe, if you will, having Dad and Stan here. My brother's going to come a little later. I'm not sure what he's doing, but he lives in Tennessee. It's about 3 hours south of here, and we live, 7 hours north of here. But just being able to work with Dad and Stan is a lot of fun. Enjoy our time together. Everybody's, kind of on a different pace than we are when we got a bunch of guys here that are getting paid. It's a lot different. I'll really enjoy this trip. This will be a lot of fun. We'll get that shower done. Oh, God, I think we'll lease that by today. Maybe get into the kitchen as well. All right. I had to get my glasses so I can see to make cuts. Those guys both have theirs on because they're professionals. It's way better with glasses. Sorry if the sound is awful. I'm on the GoPro now with no microphone. All the batteries have died. I had to run to Menards and get all the Menards things. Running short on thin set, but I think we'll get this shower licked today. That'll be good. I'll have to grout it tomorrow and caulk it in, put all the trim rings and plumbing things on it, but it's been good so far. It's pouring rain now, so that's, won't be working outside on the next building, but there's plenty to do inside, and the rain is much needed. We've had to haul water to the water tank multiple times. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I know today was just kind of a lot of tile and a lot of cleaning up. Here, I did get my I don't know if you guys can see that, got my workbench cleaned off and then filled back up again. So we're getting organized. We got all the things back out here. I filled 2 garbage cans and 2 side-by-side loads and taking them down to the shed. I think I'll do another one tomorrow. We'll get that kitchen put together, and then a lot of this stuff, dishes and that, can go and get put away in there. We're getting really close on this one, so. Dad's about 2/3 done grouting in there. My brother did quite a bit of work in here the last time we were here, kind of insulating this little room. I'm gonna kill a couple cans of great stuff in here, see if we can't get her a little tighter. And we're just making like an insulated panel for here. I've got a light that'll clamp up there. And this flat panel here is like a space heater. So it's plugged in, it's got a little thermostat on it. It'll keep the water and stuff warm out here. I don't know if this cabin will be open all winter or not. We'll see how well it works. I guess if something freezes up and busts a pipe, then that might be it for winter. Oh boy, good enough for who it's for. Now for the moment of truth. That was 9 inches too short. I don't know what the heck happened. Yeah, I put another breadboard on here. This one already had one. Oh, yeah. And so I just put a huge one on there. It matches the eclectic Rustic theme, 54.5. That's big, a lot big. Probably need to cut that off, huh? 45.5, drum roll, perfect. I need clamps and a skill saw. .52 7/8. I think that's right. I'm gonna measure again. Why am I so scared to cut this thing? I've already cut it like 4 times. There's nothing. Made it.
Those Boy Scout blades.
Those are Boy Scout blades?
Yeah, it's good for starting fires.
Oh. All right, we ready? We couldn't get the pipe to line up, so we pulled the kitchen back out. You bleeding from that PEX cutter?
Yeah, I picked it up by the blade.
We could do that too. You want to set the countertop in? And 10, and we were 26 to the opening. That was from the floor.
Yeah.
So let's go 14 and 10, right? 24. Smells like a burning barn. Sawing out. Well, it's really out of square. Cool. Glad we didn't cut any off the back, huh? It's a little close there. Well, we could pull it out 1/2 inch and put another board in there, huh? On the other cabin, I took a 2-inch backsplash and put it behind there because the countertop was not as deep as the cabin. I don't have real good luck with live edge slab countertops. All right, since last we talked, we've been to the hardware store and a coffee shop. And now, I think we got everything we need to put the sink in. I'm gonna make a backsplash here because this corner, countertop, they are not the same. Normally you would scribe it and cut it, but ain't nobody got time for that. So, I'm gonna pull this fridge out of the way. I'm gonna put in 2 pieces of backsplash here. I got this old crummy looking barn wood, it'll be kind of cool. I'm gonna put them on and I'm gonna silicone this to the countertop. I'm gonna do this underside lip on the whole thing to hold it in place. We're gonna silicone the sink in place, and then I'm going to touch up this end with some polyurethane, and then I think we're gonna let it dry overnight. Come back, we'll put the drawers in, hook the sink up, and blah, blah, blah. So we can get in there. Oh, I gotta put a cover on there too. That's good. Hey, I found the scrubber we were looking for. Getting down to slim pickings on this stuff for sure. Look at that ugly thing. Been chewed on by a horse. Or whatever horses do to it. Nice. Alright, caulk her in, do a little touch up here and there. It's coming together. I don't even have it in the caulk gun. I already got it on my shirt. never done that before, but that needs to be like a permanent part of the repertoire. I don't know if it has any kind of effect on the urethane. Can't imagine, that stuff's like shell. Moving to a different brand of caulk. What is appropriate height to like a lower cabinet? 18 is standard? Okay. Oh, perfect. Nailed it. Good enough, within tolerances. They're shelf brackets from Amazon. Nothing special. Dunzos. Well, Dad's been working for, I don't know, 3 days straight on this vanity here, if you can call it that. And I think we finally got it. All this plumbing is a little bit ridiculous here. So we got this little sink. It's about all you can fit in here. You got all this plumbing real tight and the supply lines. There's a shelf bracket under here holding the sink. It's a little weird. But I had a medicine cabinet I was going to screw in here. We decided it was just too big. I was gonna go home and make a door for this medicine cabinet vanity out of the medicine cabinet. This thing fits, and he kind of boxed it out so it fit on there. So I'm gonna pull it up a little bit. We're gonna try it right about like that. That's gonna be awesome. I'm even gonna reuse the old hinges because that's what I got. Get a couple trim screws in here. He had a lower bucket he was sitting on here. When I sat down on it, it bent my knee too far. Hold on, bit change. Okay. On this back side here where it's in the shower, we actually used here too. It's some of the vinyl flooring. Looks pretty good. And it'll be somewhat waterproof. Good thing it's dark in here. Can't see what we're doing. That ain't going nowhere. And then we'll put just like a little eye hook latch on there. That's gonna be awesome. Funny, we were trying to decide what to do. I was like, hey, I got a thing right here. And I did. All right, let's go find some screws that work with those hinges. wrong drawer front on. It looked right. No wonder the other one seems too big. I figure out why the other one looked so big. Other than taking this off and doing it over. My drawer front cut and glue full of sawdust. Welcome back to Build Life. It's another day working on the cabin. We should be really close to finishing the cabin off today. Everything, this punch list stuff just takes quite a bit longer than I always expect. Last night we got pretty well done with everything we could, and then Mike and I took a trip to Menards, got a bunch of finishing touch things, lock for the bathroom door. We went to Walmart, and then we went to Buc-ee's. Everybody knows Buc-ee's, right? But I have done really well. When you get to the end here and you got this many cabins, you're always trying to find things to hang on the wall, little knickknacks, whatever. I do real well at Buc-ee's. They have a lot of stuff that's local, like to Kentucky, things like that. And anyways, I bought a bunch of junk to hang on the walls. We're going to do that today. We got smoke alarms, as well as a fire extinguisher and a couple other things. So let's get into it. We'll see if we can get this thing finished off. We were talking last night over dinner. It'd be nice to get some of this stuff out of here once we're done with tools and that. But then we both agreed that pretty much gonna get all these tools out of here, and then we have to bring a couch in and a coffee table and roll the rug out. So whatever we gain, we're gonna lose again right away, but I guess that's part of the process. Grilling apron. Well, I'm running out of drawer space, and I got these big knives, so it's like, you know what, I'll get this magnet bar at Menards, and I can throw them on there. But these are stainless steel, so that's not going to work. Let's see if we can find something else in the drawer to put on the magnet and free up a little room in here. Nothing sticks to it? Come on. Maybe the magnet just sucks. A bunch of them down the back, but looks on that side. Weird. Do something else. Doing? Where's my tape measure? Where's my pencil? Where's my speed square? Where's my pilot drill? Where's my impact? What's half of 3 3/8? 1.5 and 3/16. That ain't going nowhere. Hopefully that heater's not too loud. Yesterday, Mike and I were working over here, you know, in this bookshelf, any place you're renting, anywhere with kids, you know, we do it at our house too. We screw these shelves to the wall. But the thing we realized is that there is an outlet behind here. I think we may have talked about this yesterday, but it's a GFI, and I wound up putting the light circuit on it because that got the switch and vanity light that are in the bathroom that are really close to the shower. I get a little concerned about that. So we put it on a GFI, but I wound up popping it, installing the light yesterday. I don't know what this is, some kind of Yellowstone game, but it looked kind of cool. Anyways, so how do you screw this shelf to the wall when you need access to the GFI? We wound up down there just cutting a hole in the shelf. Called it good. Yeah, we got quite a few things here already I forgot about. Cards, books, all the things. Pretty cleaned up. I got all the tools out of here. I got the wood stove lit. It's kind of a fiasco. I made a whole video on that, but have a fire in it outside. They had said, you know, this paint's not as bad as some, and in their defense, it wasn't. It took about an hour and a half and all the windows and doors open and everything to get it to gas off, and then it hasn't been a problem now. I'm in here with doors and windows shut. It's fine. It is about 85 degrees inside, but feels pretty good. So this thing is awesome. I'm gonna go get the couch out of the shipping container and get it on the Kubota on the forks and see if I can't get it up here. Mike's outside painting, so he's got quite a bit of that trim to finish up and a couple shakes. If I can get the couch and coffee table in here, we're ready to clean and we are done. At least nothing's dripping. Well, if the old Kubota starts, which it always does, make for a good day. Just soak that little bit up on my pants. No dead battery. Let's go glow plugs for a second. Boom. Now it just needs to fit through the door. I don't think it matters. Can you swing? Don't scratch the door, the painter will get pissed. Come on, that was no trouble.
Reverse it.
That's a Missy Elliott song. All right, there goes all the space in the whole room. Ain't too bad. The coffee table is gonna, I don't know, we'll put it in here. I might get make a smaller one or something.
It's cozy.
Really ties the room together. Oh yeah. Oh, did you hear my shoulder pop? That was awesome. Oh yeah, there goes the whole room. It's a little big. Coffee table's too big. This one's going home.
Just once.
Okay. All right, well, it's nice and toasty in here. And I'll clean this floor and everything else and roll the rug out. Taking you guys off. Laps. Watch my bald head. that's it. Pretty awesome. That's it for this one, guys. I'm pretty excited. Everything is done. Mike's finishing up the last couple things outside, you know, and you can nitpick to death all the other things. It is December now. I don't think we're going to rent this until probably mid-March. So I'll have to come back here, and, you know, the bedding itself hasn't been washed. I got a couple little get it ready for guests, but as far as construction, this cabin is done. Stick a fork in it. Stay tuned to the channel, because I think we'll do a full build video of the entire process, start to finish. And I think I'm also going to do a tour of the cabin inside, as well as maybe an outside tour. The outdoor kitchen is pretty cool. We'll do that kind of as a separate one. The grill and the griddle that go in there are still at the other cabin, and we got some other big group coming for the bathhouse, and some big group coming for Christmas as well. So kind of want to leave that stuff there for them, and then we'll move it right before we're ready here, and maybe we'll do that kitchen tour then when we get everything done. So anyways, I'm ecstatic. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but you know, this point in the build, it's done. It's been a long time since this thing was in my barn. You know, I can't even remember what that was like. But anyways, well, so look for the full builds, look for the tour videos, and then we'll get started on the next one. See you then.